Hey everyone, this is Andy from GizChina, and we've just received this from JiaYu. It's the JiaYu S2. It's their all-new flagship phone. 6mm body, 5-inch display, 1080 resolution, and a octacore processor. So let's take a look inside. So here's the JiaYu S2 itself in a protective packet. Also in the box we've got a USB data cable, charger, and they also sent us this protective case for the phone too, which is extremely tight and very, very difficult to get off. Okay, let's pop these to one side and look at the phone itself. So here it is, the phone we've been waiting for, the JiaYu S2. It's an all-metal across the back, stainless steel like the JiaYu G5. The stainless steel wraps around the edges where we can see the trays for the dual SIM card slots here, the power button and the volume rocker. These white areas here, that gives a two-tone effect similar to a Vivo phone. These are plastic. We've got an external speaker here, 13 megapixel camera at the top, and LED flash. On this side, on the left hand side, again plastic, stainless steel, and you can see here we've got this little plug, which is this is actually the headphone jack, and it's got this blank inside it to keep dust from going inside. And this little tool, this can be used to remove the SIM card trays. So that's a handy little feature to have. Let's pop that back in. At the top we have nothing, there's nothing up there, and in the base as usual we have a micro USB, metal edge around the bezel, and speaking of bezels, it's quite a thin one. We'll have to get some calipers on there to measure it. It's very, very narrow. With a 5-inch display, this easily fits in my hand. It isn't wide at all. It feels really, really good. So a very, very smart looking phone. A very narrow, thin phone. Very, very well made. Feels very good. Really, really happy with this. Let's turn it on. So it's an octa-core phone. 1.7 gigahertz, I think. We'll have to run Antutu to be sure. This is a pre-production sample, so the specs on our phone might be different to the phones that you'll be buying in the stores. The S2 does come with either 1 GB of RAM or 2 GB of RAM, either 16 GB of memory or 32 GB of memory. So let's boot it up. This is running Android 4.2.2. It's a MediaTek phone, so as usual we have to wait for MediaTek to get on that and get us up to KitKat. So we're running Lewa ROM. So take a look at this camera. It's a 13 megapixel camera. It's got a new UI for JiaYu. Very quick, taking photos and saving them. It's got burst mode on there too. All nice and quick. Flicking around here, no problems. Notifications at the top. Got our different toggles and everything here at the top too. Just going about the phone, let's go into the settings. Oops, sorry. There you go, JiaYu S2, Android 4.2.2. Very, very smart phone. These buttons don't appear to be backlit. Again, this is a pre-production phone, so that could change. It's a very, very nice phone. Okay, I'm just going to pop it down, and then we'll bring in some other phones to compare it to. Okay, so we have the JiaYu F1 here, and we've got the iNew V3, and we already know the iNew V3 is quite a thin phone. If we just compare it to the JiaYu S2, sorry, the S2 is slightly thinner. Compare it to the F1, it's a lot thinner. There's a big difference there. This 6mm body is really thin, and as you can see, the 1080 OGS display has very, very nice viewing angles. Really good, very clear screen. It's a very, very nice phone. I think I'll be using this as my daily phone for the next few days. Alright, so that's it. This is an exclusive first hands-on with the JiaYu S2. I'll bring benchmarks, gaming, and a full review very soon, before anyone else does. there you go. Very nice phone. Thank you to JiaYu for sending it over. Okay, speak to you all soon. Goodbye.